Hey, what's good? It's your boy Damien here. Welcome back to my channel. Where I talk about personal finance, self-improvement, the whole shebang, trying to be a well-rounded person. In the last video, if you haven't watched it yet, you should go watch it. It'll be in the cards. But I briefly talked about writing things down because it writes it in stone and it really gives you a vision to it, if that makes sense. So today we're gonna be talking about the dream life that we want. Listen, technically, it is an original idea, but not really, because I've done this a couple times in my life, earlier on, writing down what I want to achieve by a certain time and all that stuff. But I saw it from another video that was just map out literally how much it would cost for you to live whatever dream life that you want to live. So that is what we're doing today, because we talk about the dream life all the time, but then I also talk about setting things in stone so you could have something attainable to actually work towards. So just talking about the dream life and then not having anything to work towards doesn't really make sense besides the idea. So now we're gonna get some factual numbers. It doesn't really make sense, but we're gonna get some numbers down for you to have a precise goal in mind, you know? All right, so first, obviously, we need a place to live. So we're gonna be talking about the house, and I'm gonna just be assuming that I'm still in Winnipeg at this time, because I don't want to be searching in other places right now. So we're just gonna go off Winnipeg vibes, and the house that we're looking at is $1.6 million. I mean, it's 1.649. So with this house, we got 4 beds, 4 baths. We got 3,300 square feet, basically, give or take 9 feet. So round it up, it's whatever. Obviously, we're not going to be paying for this all in one little drop in the bucket, because even if I was quite wealthy, I wouldn't be okay with just spending almost $2 million on a house in one day. So we're obviously going to finance it on that nice mortgage. So going off of monthly payments, obviously, because this is going to be how much I need to make monthly to live whatever lifestyle that I want to live. And I low-key kind of forgot what mortgage interest rates are kind of like. So I just put 3% for the mortgage interest rate over 30 years. And the price that we come out to is $6,936 a month. So we're just gonna say $7,000. So for the housing alone, I mean, obviously there's utilities and whatnot, but to keep it simple here, we're gonna go with $7,000 a month, which is that's steep, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna love my house because I love real estate. I love interior design, so it'll be worth it, kind of, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so we got the dream house out of the way, and obviously the next thing, your next major expense in most people's lives, is your dream car. And I am proud to say, very proud to say, that I don't want a Lamborghini, because everyone and their mother wants a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something like that. That's just not in my future. Well, as of right now, I don't think I want that. But I mean, if I become a billionaire or a multi-millionaire, then I mean, maybe just for the collection fact. But they do look sick. But my dream car is an Audi R8, because we're just keeping it on that German Audi vibes, stay in the family. But I don't know, it's still fire. All right, well, even though it's not a Lamborghini, it's still basically just as expensive. I mean, we have a 2021 Audi R8 Spider V10 performance package coming in at $250K. I mean, I was kind of expecting it. It still hurts, but it'd be like that. But honestly, I think that even if I was a millionaire and whatnot, super wealthy, I don't think I'd buy a brand new car anyway, because depreciation is still a thing that I don't like. So I don't think I'd buy a brand new car, but for the sake of this exercise, just really pushing it to the limit, your absolute dream life where you just don't care, that's just it. That'd be super fun to drive. I mean, it looks nice as hell too. You can't go wrong. All right, so for the monthly payments, we are at $2,500 in total. Then we have, I think it's a 13% tax in Manitoba in total, provincial and federal, and then we put out an interest rate of 5%, give or take, depending on where we are in life at that point. I guess we'd put no down payment because reasons. I didn't even put a down payment on my current car, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Um, a loan term of 6 years. I guess that's a normal length of time. So the total payment comes out to $4,026 each and every month to drive this beautiful, beautiful car. I thought it would be more, but we're here for it. Not really, that's still very expensive, including gas and maintenance, but that's besides the point. We get to drive a V10, it'll be good vibes. And it's a Spider, I mean, come on. No drop top? Okay. One thing about the R8 though is that you don't need a winter car, technically, because I mean, with people who want Lamborghinis and stuff, you have to get a winter car, especially in winter peg. You definitely need another car. But for the R8, it's kind of known to be like a daily driver supercar, got all-wheel drive, and it's just good vibes. Good vibes. I mean, I don't own one, so I don't actually know, but from the videos I've watched, they said, oh yeah, all around supercar, you can do anything, daily driver, whatever. So, pop. Okay, so we're kind of already at 11,000 a month just to live and drive. So that's quite expensive, but hey, it's okay. We'll get there. Then the next thing on the list is vacations. I mean, for most people, I guess this would be more, or I guess more frequent if it was their dream life. But actually, I don't like vacations that much. I mean, I like it when I get to spend time with my cousins and stuff. It just happens to be like we all live in different countries, so we have to fly to different countries to see each other, and obviously you're gonna take a vacation. But I think I'd probably go on like 1 or 2 vacations a year, probably mostly international. And you see, the thing is, after flying like business class in our last trip, I made a note to never ever fly under business class for international flights ever again. But either way, I'd be flying way above that if it was my dream life. So first class life or business, whatever the highest thing is in that airline. Okay, so judging it based off what I want to do right now, at least, like one place I definitely want to go back to in life is Lisbon, Portugal. And a quick business flight, or I guess premium economy flight there as of right now. I guess it's kind of different because COVID prices. Can't complain, but it's at 2.5K right now, which is a decent amount for round trip. And then I guess I would slap on like another 2,000 for like things that you just be doing. It wasn't like crazy expensive, and then we still had a great time. So around 2,000 ish. So I guess we're like 4,500. And when we take vacations, we don't go for like a crazy amount of time. At least I don't think it's that crazy. We go for like 10 to 14 days. Like that's around the time we go. Because usually, I mean, people start fighting around the 14-day mark. So we try to go within that sweet spot of like 10, 12 days or whatever. So it's not like crazy long. So hotels wouldn't be that crazy either. So I don't think I would want to stay in a 5-star hotel like every night of the trip. But let's just say we stayed in a really nice hotel, and they range obviously between $0 and then like $2,000 a night. So that is kind of tough. I still want it to be like reasonably attainable. I'd say if it was, let's go with like $1,000 a night, and then we stay for like 10 days, $10,000. So now we're at $1,450, or yeah, $14,500. I'm pretty sure for the whole trip. And I guess right now we're doing it once a year, but I guess if it was like my dream life, traveling twice a year wouldn't be that bad. So that's quite expensive. So that comes to like 29K. Then so we have, obviously we're not just like slamming everything down in one trip. Like we're saving up over time. So we go 29K divided by 12, and that brings us to $2,416 added to the monthly expenses for those 2 trips a year, which is tough, but I'm living my best life. What do you want from me? So now we are at $13,442 a month for the traveling, car, home. We're very high up in the 1% right now. Like we're almost at the 1% of the 1%. Then we're just gonna throw another like 2,500 on top of that for like any miscellaneous things that happen. life, like food, gas, not mortgage, like utilities and stuff, just the random stuff that I'm not really trying to calculate all of that because that is work, but throw it under the umbrella of $2,500 a month. So now we are at $15,942, still very high in that 1% life. But then we also, I'm Christian, so I care about my tithes. We want to give 10% to the church, and then we have our investments that we obviously still want to keep up with, and I'd like to invest like 20% at least. So now we got to take our total amount and times that by 30%. So we got 15,942, and then times that by 1.30, and then now our total cost is $20,724.60 a month to live this lavish dream life. So in a year, I'd have to be making $248,695.02 a year. I already said that, to be living this lavish lifestyle, but of course, this is all after tax expenses. So I'd have to make a lot more than that to actually bring that home. So let's do that calculation real quick. Listen, this is why we're going to be trying to avoid taxes in our future, because to make the amount that I need to cover this said lavish lifestyle, I'd have to make $500K a year, and then that would be bringing home about $2,700,000. So obviously that's a little bit above what the actual total price is, but you want to have a cushion anyway. You don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck, because even though you're rich, you're still broke at that point. But nearly half of that pay is going towards taxes, 45%, which is just mind-blowing to me. But I guess this calculator is also going off of, like, if you're just a regular employee making $500K, like if you're like a CEO or something. So not if like you're a business owner, entrepreneur, all those tax breaks that we've talked about. But still, that's quite expensive. But I don't know, I think the life is pretty attainable. So I'm not that worried. Like, maybe we'll get there in like a decade or so, maybe a little longer, who knows? But either way, we will get there, because that's the whole point, to envision it and then do it. Because there's no point in just like dreaming about it if you're not gonna do anything about it. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you envision like your lifestyle or whatever you want. I hope it's attainable if you want to put in the work for it. Because I'm definitely going to be putting in the work for this, because it really puts things into perspective, even though I've done it a couple times already in my life and I've crushed those goals. So we're gonna get at it. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, maybe you should like, comment, even subscribe. But until the next one, we're signing out.